This podcast is brought to you by BetterHelp. Have you ever been sitting talking to your friend and they talking to you like, hey, bro, like, I don't know what you're telling me all this information for because I'm not a licensed therapist. But you know who does have licensed therapists? BetterHelp. All right. Online therapy done right. Right in the comfy process. See? Right in the comfy space of your home. You can have BetterHelp come and help you reach your higher self. All right, getting to know yourself is a scary thing, but BetterHelp is here to make sure it's done right. All right, it's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. So make sure you tap in with BetterHelp. Please, today, visit betterhelp.com/traphouse for 10% off your first month. That's betterhelp.com/traphouse. Boom.
A black man walked up to you and hit on you in a bookstore?
Yes.
I'm Justin.
Stacy.
Is he 80?
No. He's genuinely a nice guy.
Next time, we can just bring a relief pitcher in and sit her right over there.
He just suggested a threesome, didn't he?
1, 2, 3!
It is something I always thought I would do with someone special.
The happier you are, the freakier you are.
I think we should have a threesome.
1, 2, 3. It goes 1, 2, 3, yeah. 1, 2, 3.
What are the odds that we ran into each other?
To a wonderful night.
Hey!
She is a high school friend.
1, 2, 3.
This is your fantasy.
Don't get jealous, Stacy. This is your fantasy.
I'm nervous as hell.
What's most important is you make sure they're both comfortable. Sex is an afterthought.
Biggest chance you can take is being yourself.
1, 2, 3. The threesome you seen the movie with.
I'm ready.
She's just addressing.
And you're the turkey. Enjoy the stuffing.
Goodbye.
1, 2, 3. Welcome to the trap.
Get your dead body in the back.
Welcome to the trap.
Get your dead body in the back.
Welcome to the trap.
Tripping better than slipping.
Welcome to the trap.
But sometimes
Welcome to
we
the
tripping.
Welcome to the trap,
Welcome to the trap.
where we joke and rap,
Where we just rap.
gut busting laughs,
Ha, ha, ha.
hand slapping laps.
Girl, slap it loud.
Get you through your day,
Get you through your day.
and it's free of cost.
I'm so cheap.
Don't you laugh too loud.
No.
Don't get fired by your boss.
File unemployment.
Welcome to the Comedy Trap House.
Yo, 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 yo. Welcome back to another episode of the Comedy Trap House. I'm your host, Rome Green Jr. In the building with me, I got Cam.
I'm in the building.
I got Emmanuel.
You already know.
I got Mike Dan.
It's supposed to be louder than that.
Okay, yeah, I didn't know if it was supposed to be louder, but you know, it's all good. And we got a special guest. I'm gonna do something different. I'm gonna let Mike intro our special guest. I believe Mike was the first one to meet him out of all of us. So I'm gonna let Mike introduce our wonderful special guest we got in the building today. Go ahead, talk to him, Mike.
All right. Well, sitting next to Emmanuel is the older version of Emmanuel. Emmanuel's future. No, this. I hope so. This guy right here I met doing work in LA, just out there networking and getting to it. And he was one of the first guys I met for this show I did called Laugh Tracks. Mm-hmm. And I was part of the first ever what do you call it? Pilot. Not even a pilot. It was like a test. And he was the one that was shooting. So that's how we met. And that pilot got picked up, or that test got picked up. Then we shot a pilot. Then we got like two, 3 seasons.
Yeah.
And he was the director for it. I've spent many hours on set with him. Great director, has a great vision, especially for humor. And the other day we just saw one of his films, which we didn't even know we were going to see him. We went to this what do you call it? Influencer activation thing where they had us all in a room watching a film, and here comes Jamal, and we're like, I'm looking at Jamal like, you look out of place.
So we all looked up like, oh, all right.
And then he comes to me and he's like, yeah, I'm actually I directed the film. They just want me in here to act like I'm part of the crowd. So we watched the film, and it was absolutely amazing.
That was a great film.
Everybody in the room, we were all like in a living room setting, and we were watching it. Everybody was commenting. It was like the perfect film for Black people to watch together.
Yeah.
Because there's so many things to comment on and just give your little inputs on, and it just hit all the heartstrings. And we wanted to bring him on here to shine light on the project, but also him and what he's doing. So, y'all welcome Jamal Dedeaux.
Thank you for having me, gentlemen.
Of course.
Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, Mike Dam, he was part of the beginning of the laugh tracks that we were doing. Yeah, we were out there with the 7D.
What'd you
super viral?
What'd you like see in them? Like
well, it wasn't him. It wasn't him.
Oh, okay.
He didn't see. I don't know if he saw anything.
Yeah, Carlos Custis.
Gotcha. Oh, yeah, Carlos. Okay, yeah.
Carlos is great at casting.
You gotta hold the mic to you, Jamal.
Oh yeah, Carlos is great too at casting.
Yeah.
And whatnot. So yeah. He brought it to my attention, but Mike Dam showed up.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I became your favorite after a while, right? Because the funny thing, Jamal, you're a great director. Funny thing about you get frustrated like most directors do. And he never got frustrated with me, but the thing is, I always came prepared, and I was I'm not gonna get on his best. He'd be like, Mike, you got it right. I'd be like, yeah, I got you.
I was short-tempered, huh?
I mean, the thing is, I understand because you're dealing with everything, and then a lot of people come on set, and the role we're playing, we have to memorize lines and redo them on set. So a lot of people just come on set and don't know.
Yeah.
Like you got to know word for word. It's not like you could improvise and add in your own words because it's a script. No, it's like
because it's copying the actual
audio,
the audio from the stand-up comedy.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So you would think it's easier, but you got to know those words exactly how they said it, the cadence, everything. So a lot of people just come in and just act like, or just try to just do it on set and then on the fly. And Jamal he wasn't for it.
You could ad-lib your way through it.
Right. You could. Yeah. So I just, I always came prepared, and I stayed on his good side, and we did some great stuff together.
As a director, we'll get into some more, as we jump into these topics. But I wanted to ask, as a director, I know, are you always just hoping that an actor, like, just please let me just look at you and be like, you got this, right? Like, I know you hoping for that when you come.
And it's like this, like, the more prepared an actor is, and the if you have the right person for the role, then everyone's just creative. Because like bringing it out of someone, like, what the fuck is that? Right. You know what I mean? Right. It's like we got to get this shit done. We got to do it before lunch. Yeah. But like when someone's like, when the right person's for the role and they're prepared, then it's like now we're all getting creative. So we can knock that out. Oh, now let's try this. Right.
Now
we can have some. Now we can have some fun.
Yeah.
As opposed to shit, what we gonna do? And
get the script out the way, and then we play. Right. Yeah.
Hold on. I mean, the computer just shut down. I think it just had a whole kaput.
Oh, that shit said, I'm out of here. All right. With that being said, let's get into some shit. All right. We got Step Show up first.
This was supposed to follow your topic. It was a good transition, but it's all good.
Okay.
It's still. I just want to get y'all take on what y'all would do if this happened to y'all.
Okay.
Did you go to like a black college?
Yeah, Morehouse.
Oh, you went to Morehouse?
Yeah.
Oh, so you seen all the step shows? Were you in a step show?
Nah. You down there, man. I mean, niggas ain't really gonna say.
We get tired. It's like they stepping again.
They ain't going that high.
All right, here we go.
So what would y'all do if y'all performing and this happened to you?
Okay, and this happened to you.
No, yeah, it happened to you.
Okay.
You one of the two up there.
Hey, y'all black college?
We were next to you at the Art Institute of Atlanta.
Yeah. Okay.
We were Black College adjacent.
Yeah, so we'd just be at all y'all Hump Wednesdays and all that.
Some of Georgia State ass niggas.
We used to be there too.
Yeah. Mike went there for like 2 weeks.
Hey, it was a little bit of work there. I used to edit over there.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay.
The teacher still waiting on Mike to come back because he said he was going to use the bathroom and he left. And then once he left, he never came back. So we was like, all right.
And he did a Punky Brewster's dad.
Yeah, he was like, I'm up out of here. I'm gone.
I'm gonna take my backpack.
But my little brother wants to go to a black college. Nah, I think he was talking to him. He was like, he think he want to go because he got 1 more year left. He said he think he want to go to Howard. Yeah. And I was like, you go to Howard? I'm gonna come through up there, and come check her out, come see what's going on up there.
Make sure you're all right during homecoming.
You know what I'm saying? Make sure everybody good.
Help you move in. Hell yeah.
Go see what the teachers looking like up there. Yeah. What's up, professor?
Exactly. Shit. Now we used to love a nice cute professor over at Morehouse. Man.
Yeah.
Shit, over there, we used to because we'd be all dudes in the class. You hear that clicking in the hall. Click.
Yeah, yeah.
Click. We couldn't wait to look up, see what it was.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
AUC, that whole AUC is crazy.
That reminds us when we first got to North Hollywood. At our apartment, you could hear everything. You could hear all the sounds. You could hear everything going on, and so. When we would hear like heels in the hallway, we all just run to the peephole. We just run to the peephole and be like,
this nigga in a suit.
With them hard shoes on.
Yeah, I used to get us too. We used to be like,
just a nigga in a
suit. Get us down. Yeah, and a couple teachers though. You know, a couple 25-year-old professors.
We used
to be like, okay,
all right.
One thing.
Cam, you got it on your phone too?
Hey, well, we got the record. Niggas digging it.
You got the video on your phone too?
Yeah.
You can show us here, and then we'll put it on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't have to get quiet.
Yeah. Wait, damn for a second.
Y'all got quiet. I gotta go pull it up.
We was like, hold on, show me.
It's not gonna recognize your touchscreen now.
Hold on.
Okay.
Here it go.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Is that right?
Way better.
You gotta make sure the other stuff don't play since it rebooted.
No. Wait. Pause.
Boom.
Oh, come on. Don't give it away.
It's not funny, but.
Did she just?
What? It took the air out the room. You saw how quiet it got. Play it one more time.
Hey, but if you peep it, everyone kind of had a soft landing.
Yeah. She slid off her back a little bit. But that's.
What you do after that? You performing in front of all the college.
What you mean? You gotta keep going? Ain't nothing.
I mean, of course you keep going, but you just like, God damn.
Yo, yeah. You go. Like, see, when we was performing, like, yes, there was Twitter and Facebook stuff, but we still was like, all right, this ain't too many people gonna be uploading like that. Now? Oh yeah, TikTok's
1.6 million views.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So that's all you thinking in your head. Let me finish the performance. I know when I know somebody got it.
Viral.
I know somebody got it.
She could have saved. I mean, she tried to save it. Hey y'all, we good.
What I like about the crowd, everyone went quiet and they're like, it's all good. I would have been laughing.
Oh no, I'm definitely.
You would have heard me laughing in there.
She should have windmilled up her back.
like the girl right here in the bottom left looked immediately to her friend when they fell.
Oh,
she like, you see this? I ain't want to come to this. This why I ain't want to come to this.
Oh my God.
You always dragging me out to these shows.
I thought this was stepping, not slamming.
I ain't gonna lie. I hate step shows. I hate them.
Imagine if that was your daughter. I'm still laughing.
Yeah, now right. Especially when she get home, like, hey man, listen, you don't now. I'm like, listen, I know your grades are good. Don't start backsliding.
Don't scar that girl.
I don't want you to fall flat on your face.
I hate this family.
What did she say at the end exactly?
She said, I ain't going.
That shit look funny though.
That's funny.
Yeah, but it is one and when performing
That's the funny part right
there. Because right here you can see, if you look at the equilibrium, it's the balance, it's the hip, it's already leaning forward.
My thing is, what were they trying to do? I don't know what the fin. Was she supposed to flip her?
I think she's supposed to flip her. Yeah, I think
backwards.
No, she's supposed to land in front of her and face to face, and then they supposed to start stepping again.
Yeah. So I'm saying the girl in the back supposed to fully go backwards like she doing.
I don't know if she's supposed to fully go back, but I think she's supposed to give us a little bit of.
She's going forward. So the girl on the back gonna land in front of her, face to face, and then they gonna start stepping.
So she failed to curl.
Yeah, I think she curled enough, and I think. Old girl on the bottom realized, damn, my infrastructure not really built.
She didn't curl.
Back it up a little bit. She ain't curled the right.
She needed to tuck her legs.
Look,
she got her legs stuck out all the way. That's not a good balance.
It was already bad. Look how she struggled to get her up. Look at that. Look at them.
That was bad right there.
And then her legs went straight. And she didn't even do it.
That's what I'm saying. You got tucked. You got to tuck to the flip.
Right there, she knew like, oh,
and I think it's because of leggings.
And
the leather leggings for a tuck.
And look at that right leg. ACL's in danger. And you can't.
Yeah, she balanced. It's all balanced.
She never had both legs down at the same time. They both want.
If I was looking at this from a distance, I'm like, what these two security guards doing?
Yeah, right.
Like, why the two security guards fighting?
And they say, you know, when you're working out, everything starts from your base. The base wasn't. It was. Look at that. Girl on top just knows. She knows.
Yeah.
She has no control right now.
She looked like she fell from the ceiling.
It's like a human just falling from the sky.
She do like she fell from the ceiling.
I'm crashing the step show.
I know. As soon as I saw her struggling, I'm like, oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Hold on now.
You know, in the crowd,
hold on
now. We some assholes. We probably
hold on.
Everybody stay seated.
Like, they had a great crowd. It just went quiet, which is awkward too, but ain't nobody laugh.
That remind me, that's what me and Emmanuel, I'll never forget me and Emmanuel in Vegas. And we were sitting by his piano, and these girls, like, I don't know what made them run, but she had some heels on. Some tall white girl, I think she had another girl with us.
They just started running towards us.
Because we was by the piano. They was like, oh, piano.
No,
and they were running. And they started running towards us. I'm talking about as soon as she stepped, that heel said flop, flop, flop. And me and Manuel, and then me and Manuel was on the keyboard, so he said, oh. It was funny.
Oh my God, that's all good.
Oh man, well shout out to them, man. Look, they recovered, they up, and you know, hopefully they finished strong.
Good job, girl.
They finished one step ahead.
Poor roof.
Poor roof.
She fell from that roof.
What's this top movies? It's
Emmanuel.
It's Emmanuel's.
I kind of want to get into that when we talk about it, so we can go to the next
Okay, we can go.
List.
Okay.
All right, so I was y'all heard the top hip hop influencer list that Complex came out with, hip hop media power ranking.
Oh no, I ain't.
Y'all didn't hear about this?
Yeah, I heard about it.
Yes,
Okay.
I did. Yeah.
Well, they all Charlemagne and Academics, all of them, and they ranked it, and then 25, 24, and then number one, Sway on there.
Sway seems a little too low.
Yeah, see, it do seem a little low.
Everybody on there, and then number one. Who y'all think number one was? If you don't know,
Joe Budden.
Probably Academics of Joe Budden.
Joe Budden,
okay,
bro.
Charlemagne number 3.
Yeah, if Charlemagne number 3, then Joe Budden, bro, number 1.
Joe Budden's number one?
Okay, it gotta be. Yeah, that's what
it gotta be.
Yeah,
he is number one, like for media.
No, he killed. Yeah, he killed.
When it comes to hip hop,
yeah.
Number one for hip hop media. I thought it's Breakfast Club all day. Am I wrong?
Breakfast Club, I think they got more than just hip hop. That's why they can't just be number.
Oh, okay.
And it's not Breakfast Club. It's Charlemagne.
It's Charlemagne. Okay, I see. What you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Angela Yee is a separate entity because she has her lip service. She's still hip hop. But it's like
yeah.
But Charlemagne's different.
But Charlemagne, I still would think he has all his platforms. He has a show too.
But he has really alien stuff. But like, I think when you think about hip hop, Joe, he
rapped. But Charlemagne has been a hip hop host of radio forever.
But
I think we take Joe Budden's opinion on hip hop a little more serious.
Maybe
Joe Budden
some of his takes. Yeah.
Okay. Every album that drops. They talk about it on his show.
So Joe recovered from
the complex thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He bounced back. He even talked about it. But I brought up this because it's like it reminds me of high school when they made slam books. Y'all remember those?
Oh, yeah.
They just make it'd be a book that it'd be a book in high school that come out, right?
And they'll say each dude name and the girls will write what they think about.
And it'll be and then the book will just randomly show up, and you'd be like, "Is that the slam book?" And let me read that, and you'd be like, "Who put number 10?" And you get mad, and you get really into it, and you don't know who the hell.
You should have renamed it Future Insecurities.
Was Math Hoffa on there?
I don't know.
Math.
I didn't see him.
So you saying like who does these rankings?
I think my whole point is just a list. We could just randomly start a list right now.
Yeah.
And people would take it seriously and get mad about it. And put it, and put it into the air and
critique it.
Here's my issue with lists. It's never like a criteria. Like when they did the 50, okay, good.
Yeah.
The 50 best rappers of all time or something. Like, what's the criteria for? Is it lyricism? Is it album sales? Is it impact? Like, that's the only way you could actually say, all right, this person deserves to be number one.
Well, Vince Staples, he put a good way because he was on Rap Radar and they was talking to him. And
they should be on there.
And
I
think he asked him like, he was like, Vince, so what do you think about? Because the interview came out later because the album was already out. But he was like, what do you think about your album being considered, one of the best albums of the year, stuff like that? He was like, oh man, no, it's cool. None of them don't mean nothing to me. He was like, because I'm appreciative because it's usually somebody at said company who made this opinion. So he was like, I'm appreciative that they took a listen to the album, but he was like, that one person is one individual, whoever wrote up this article and did this thing. I mean, it might have been an opinion of a few people, but he was like, I can't really take. So it's funny you brought up the list. He was like, I can't really take these lists. He was like, I take it with a grain of salt. I have to keep doing my work. Like it is what it is. I get it, but I see what Mike's saying too. It does make you feel like, dang, they don't think I'm a little bit higher than that.
Do you feel like that even with movies and stuff, that all of it, does it matter or not matter? It's Oscars, Grammys, all these things, like they're all awards that is just a group of people.
In the grand scheme of thing, it matters because then like recognition and your price go up and you get more opportunities.
Yeah.
But for your own self-worth, it may not matter.
Yeah,
for your business, it matters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah.
I mean, with this, I hope there's some monetary things coming along with it.
Definitely.
But I mean, as far as like what you put into something like some award show, I mean, like, come on, man. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna complain about them, and then you're gonna care what they like.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
if you're winning, you're happy.
Right. And you know, like if you can get your shit out to the people, like right? And that's what we really want, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I think that's what it really comes down to.
Yeah, just recognition. And
because you don't even always need awards. Like look at Jadakiss when he won the Versus. Whole career, he got so many opportunities out there. His price went up just of a moment like that. You just need moments.
Yeah. And I wouldn't be surprised like how much of it is paid for. You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure.
With the publicists and whatnot, and
on
the right people. It's sort of like the people that are kind of like in the club.
Yeah.
You know
Whatever.
What I
mean?
It's like with when their songs go number one on radio. It's like a lot of times you got to start off with like $250K to even get the song to get it rotating.
That's crazy.
And all that stuff. Like he was like, so a lot of the times he was like, you might hear that number one, but that number one may really be in the grand scheme of things a number 6, a number 7.
Yeah.
But because they paid that money
and
it's paid at number 1, which is interesting.
I think I hold the people over the accolades.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if everybody's going to watch my movie, I'm good.
Yeah, bro, for sure.
That's it. Like, that's all I'm happy about.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it is nice to be like, oh, shit, okay, they acknowledge me or whatever. But at the end of the day, if the people love it, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I'm good.
Man, I want to be in that Adam Sandler, Tyler Perry
Right.
space.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, my God. Hell
Chilling.
Have my fan base.
But the fact that they don't give out Oscars for comedy is ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Golden Globes,
No
that's
kind of wild.
Right.
But like even like looking at this list, like I'm not mad at it. Like I'm like Charlamagne number 3. Who was number 2? Academic.
And Academics just signed a new deal. With,
like some Republican spot, right?
The Rumble.
Like this list, you don't look at this list and go, oh my God, what? I can see it. I get it.
Yeah, they all work.
Yeah, I'm not mad at it.
They're all very popular too.
Yeah.
I was trying to see who needs to be on there, who's not. Rap, but they got Elliott Wilson, so that's Rap Radar.
What's interesting though, that would just and shout out to her, was Carisha, because that's interesting to me because I'm just like, that show haven't been out that long.
But what's the impact of it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know that.
I feel like
I
every
watch
clip go viral.
Okay.
She's got plenty of clips that go
Gotcha.
viral.
Okay.
And she just won an award too, didn't she?
Oh yeah. I did hear something
she
like
did?
that. Podcast award. Yeah.
Okay.
Was it a Peabody?
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's that's solid. That's good. That boy comedian. That's solid.
Was it a Peabody award? If y'all know the joke.
It came off the top. That's solid.
Body people.
Jamal about to cast you in his next movie.
Mike like, damn, I gotta write some more jokes like that.
I'm not showing my best stuff.
What else we got?
But what's next? Get ahead of beating.
Yeah, so wait, pause it.
That sounds funny.
So as a kid, you ever did something that you know you're getting a beating for?
Yeah.
But you trying to soften soften the blow by telling her what you did before you did it? Before she see
Try to
it?
explain yourself.
Yeah, so this is what happened.
Okay.
Watch a little bit of this.
Oh, this nigga about to get. Oh my. Bruh.
He the one.
No, do you understand what your mama about to do to you, bro?
Where is my phone?
Bro, so scared he about to snitch on himself.
Listen to him.
Oh my.
This is exactly how you explain it.
She chilling.
Mommy,
Mommy.
when I was shooting the BB gun, I accidentally shot the one that it accidentally hit the glass door.
Don't speak.
And all the glass fell. Yes. The screen door.
So good. His mustache.
All right.
Niggas is silent.
Look at that. Innocent, chilling.
Yeah, when you ain't getting a beating, it's all good.
Oh, hold on.
Whole family.
Who did it?
Wrong.
What he did? He
Bounced off the wall. Don't sweep it that way. Sweep
Ain't
it
no
that
way.
Sweep it that way.
Ain't no way.
Yeah,
What you doing,
This
bro?
the part that killed me the most. Watch this.
Can't do it.
Do what?
Look at this
Bro,
nigga.
where you at? Where you going?
That.
Bruh, you got.
And then the mom comes home at the end if y'all want to see the whole thing. But
You got fast
Bro,
forward
go
to
back, bruh.
fast forward a little bit.
Sit down.
All right.
Sit down.
So good.
You gonna hear shit. Where's that boy at?
You hear her as soon as she see it.
That's scary.
That's scary.
That's scary.
How you feel about bro? I know, like, get that fucking camera out my face. Where is he at?
Oh, God. Oh, that's scary.
That's this shit.
Oh Lord, that's your name. Too.
Hold on.
You better get that ass look. Hey.
I'm about to whoop your.
And that after beat sleep, yeah, he sleep now. But that after beating sleep was the best sleep.
He got it over with.
That is
This nigga hid behind the door, and so when she came in, he ran out.
Yo.
Here's the thing. He called and everything, but he still knew this. He know his mom.
Right.
He like, it just don't matter, man. I'm trying to plead my case, but it is.
That's
he
what happened.
ran out of that.
But he did good. He tied her down with a couple laps.
Right.
I remember me and Chaz accidentally broke my mom's vase one time. I did the same thing.
Yeah.
Hey, the vase just fell. She like, what you mean it just fell? It just don't be fall. I was like, it fell.
Yeah. Parents don't understand. Stuff just be happening. It just be.
And when you got a brother, you wait your turn too. Like,
Yeah.
Now, as a future parent, do y'all feel like y'all would do the same? Y'all react the same, or y'all gonna be a little more?
No, I'm a little different. I think now.
It depends. It's like if I told him not to be doing what he was doing, then you get upset. But
I feel like my whole mission would just be to get him to tell the truth without me having to beat him.
Yeah, like
just be honest.
Go walk me through.
Yeah, walk me through what happened. What's going on? You gonna have a punishment.
You gotta have a
just
consequence.
Keep it real with me.
Yeah.
Well, as y'all 10 years from now,
break it down.
With a 10-year-old, I mean. Niggas ain't hitting nobody no more.
Right.
Yeah.
We not. You know, it ain't even that serious.
Yeah.
You know, and we there. You know,
until he says "fuck you, Dad."
That's just an uppercut. That's one hit.
I think. Hey, by the time they said that, you're not living with them anyway.
I think as long as they keep it honest with me, we good. But if you try to play me for a fool like I wasn't a kid, and I did everything as a kid except sneak out. That's the only thing I haven't done is sneak out. So you ain't getting nothing by me. I'm like, I did all this.
Yeah.
And that shit gonna make you laugh.
And that's how my dad. That's how my dad would look at us when we lying to our dad. He would look at us like, nigga, I did all this.
So you as a parent, like this happened, how you what's your reaction?
I mean, you're not really tripping on it because I mean you remember how we was and you're like, nigga, I mean at this point you're like, is it really that serious? You know, I mean, whatever.
But
I mean,
you
hard-headed boy is a hard-headed boy with that, but I mean,
you
know, whooping his ass ain't gonna. He gonna do. He already gonna be scared.
Yeah, for sure.
It depends on a couple factors though. If you told them,
If
don't
you told
play with
them,
that
then
BB
you
gun in
upset.
the house.
Yeah.
If you told them, and then if it's something more expensive, then you gotta think of the equivalent. I don't know what that lady does, but you know, but that might be expensive to her.
That's a lot of kids in there.
I'm gonna tell you this though, not even knowing that situation, but you know, I mean, that would have been handled a long time ago. You know what I mean? Prior to that, like probably be listening by then.
Right. You in correction. You've been corrected already.
Like from the jump, you know what I mean? You can really mold a child. You know, a lot of it is the freedom, which freedom is nice, but you know, with some regulation early. I don't really see that kind of shit happening with the pops.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You mean
that was the scariest thing when your mom said, "I'm gonna tell your dad."
Oh man, you don't want that.
That was the scariest thing.
Real quick.
Yeah.
But the thing,
I don't know.
Hey, what is nigga? Hey, what is nigga answer? He gonna call back. When he call back.
The thing is, I feel like in this situation, his explanation, he didn't have it because he said, screen door. So I think Mama's still thinking screen door.
He said the glass.
No, he said the glass.
I thought he just said screen door.
He did, but he said the glass.
But there ain't nothing you could say but what he said. I accidentally.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna say you did it on purpose.
Of course.
Like.
And I'm gonna say this: how she handled her function is how she handled her function.
I mean,
I ain't tripping.
Yeah, I'm not in your house. Yeah, do it.
My thing is, once, and I'm gonna catch flack for this. Once you got 4 kids, something's breaking.
You gotta be prepared for it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
That's part of the. If you gonna have 4 kids in your house and you don't got nobody to watch it, stuff is gonna break.
That's true. No, that's honestly true.
Yeah, something about
And you know what the hardest part too is when you got to get to. It's like, okay, now I'm start teaching this motherfucker how to clean.
Right.
You gonna take some losses.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, all right, here we go. Because you can be like, okay, I'm doing it myself, but then you're not teaching them. Then your house gonna stay a mess. So you gotta like, here we go.
He's just afraid. He's afraid of commitment right now. That's what. He can't commit to telling the truth about the glass. He tried to run away. He couldn't even do that. That should cut from him walking away from the house and cut to her coming in and him running out again.
And here's the thing, in his mind while he running, he's like, "There's nowhere I'm going."
Yeah, it's nowhere.
But it just feels nice to just try.
Wait, but let's talk about how impactful of a day he had. Like, he was so happy to be shooting guns.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So the terror ran away, came back home, ass whipping, restful sleep.
Restful sleep.
Look at that.
That's a full day. That's a movie.
I mean, it's
a hero's journey.
It's definitely a movie.
That's preparing you for life.
And then he just gonna go to school the next day like nothing happened.
Exactly.
That's funny.
That breakfast should be fire in the morning. No?
Yeah.
All I would say is I hope he didn't do this close to his birthday or Christmas, because that's when it gets bad. And now you're gonna get threatened.
Yeah, it's a good excuse for a parent. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, take that off the
list. What else we got?
Okay.
Free my nigga T.
Now, what does that mean?
I know. Hold on, give me a second.
I'm very intrigued.
Here we go.
Oh shit!
All right,
free my nigga.
So obviously, we all know about Trump's indictment, right? We all know.
He's been arraigned.
He's been arraigned. But my thing is, with a nigga like Trump, this is just gonna help his brand.
Yeah.
This is just like a hood nigga getting out of jail.
He don't care. He had the boxing matches, shaking hands. He don't care.
He's chilling.
So this is not.
He pled not guilty to 36 counts. Like he ain't worried about this.
A lot of people who hate Trump are mad at are happy or celebrate right now. But I'm just like, this is just helping his case. Like just like when a dude get out of jail, he get all the money, he get all the girls, he get all the liquor, he go out that night.
Yeah, and they just riling up his fan base even more about doing this.
You think if he go to jail and come out, they're gonna be they're gonna be celebrating.
Oh yeah.
The older you get, the less and less you understand like. Free my nigga so and so. Nah, leave him in there. What did he do?
Yeah, they be like, he killed 2 people. Leave him in there.
No, leave him in there.
Unless we're talking about like Dr. Sabi and niggas.
Yeah, I mean, stuff like that. Yeah, that's different.
Nelson Mandela.
Free my nigga Jamal. What Jamal was doing?
I see the paper.
He was bootlegging the movies again now. So he leave Jamal in there.
Oh man, free him, man. Free him. We need the movies.
It was his own movie. He was bootlegging.
Can you blame it?
Right. That's crazy.
That
is
kind of wild. It's gonna be white people wearing that T-shirt too.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But
for sure.
Speaking of freeing people, we might as well go to Young Thug now. So
okay.
Another person that needs to be free. But I just want y'all to listen to this. He told a whole story, but then listen to the first line of the song.
Okay.
My mom had broke up with my dad for having another kid on, and He had came home one day and he saw a car in the driveway. It was an off-duty sheriff that my mom was fucking with. And they had a few words and they ended with my dad shooting and ended up in the hospital in the coma. And yeah, so fast forward like 8 years later, my sister had got the fight and they had a family member that was a deputy sheriff. And my mom had came outside to stop the fight and she had ran and got in the car and pulled off doing it like 60 miles per hour, ran my mom over. She had a stroke and shit, but she alright. I always knew I wasn't gonna be gay.
What? When I saw this, I said, no way. You gonna tell me that story and that's the first line?
I thought we about to get into the story. Oh, nah. Listen, it's 4 months into the year.
Please tell me y'all got the same humor I got from it.
It's 4 months into the year, and that's probably one of the funniest things I've seen
that
this
was a
year.
big plot twist.
That was a very big plot twist.
Like, what that got to do with what you just said?
I knew I wasn't gonna be gay.
I was waiting for him to rap like
yo, my mama, my mama,
because your mama got ran over. Your dad was in a coma. That's how you knew you were.
Dad was in the coma, but I did it. He said, "I always knew I wasn't gonna be gay."
I'm trying to correlate. I'm trying to figure out where is he a genius or is this the wildest?
No, he might be a genius. I don't know.
Now, granted, maybe the rest of the song he gets into it, but that first line after that long explanation just don't make sense.
But how you start sometimes is everything.
Because I'm trying to think. It's like, okay, once my mom got shot, I realized I wasn't gonna be gay.
Or when my dad
she got ran over. His mom got shot. The mom got ran over.
No, his dad got shot.
Yeah, the dad got shot. Mom got ran over.
He was just rambling before he started the song.
Okay, I hope so.
Gotcha.
None of that stuff happened to his family.
Yeah, but anyway.
I always knew I wasn't gonna be gay.
Like, that makes sense to me. If he was just rambling because it's a performance, but if that's tied to the song, it don't make sense.
Right, it's probably someone like, okay. You know, like you can
like I think it would have worked better. Like, so remember the verses with Jeezy and Gucci.
Mm-hmm.
Jeezy pulled us in, and then he was like,
it made sense.
1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 for I'm the realest. It feels good. Yeah. Pick another song to start. Like, just pick another
story. Pick another story.
Or another story, another song. One of the two.
I thought the story was pretty good.
I like the story,
but one or the other
got me into it.
I was like, damn, who shot? So the sheriff shot his dad?
Yeah.
And then he knew he wasn't gonna be gay.
And then his mom, after his mom got ran over.
But who ran over his mom? The sheriff too?
I'm not sure.
That's 8 years. It was 8 years later when his mom got ran over.
But
so he was questioning.
Was it by the sheriff?
Then she had a stroke.
No. Somebody.
Imagine if the sheriff came back into their life just to run. He's trying to take out everybody in the family.
His mom got ran over and had a stroke.
By his sister.
I'm not sure. But when when she had the stroke, he realized, like, I don't want to be doing the stroke, and so I always knew I wasn't gonna be gay. Got you. So
okay, that's a good connection. Stroke, gay.
I don't know, man.
That's a great clip. Because did anybody in the comments say anything about that?
Honestly, I didn't look. Look at the comments.
What's
the top comment?
She had a stroke and shit, but she all right. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. All that build up for the last line. That's the top comment.
I was trying to place together the story.
I always knew I was gonna be gay. The most random ass line.
It's such a weird place to get into a song.
So I went through so many emotions in less than 10 seconds.
Because you sympathize like, damn, it was rough.
Now I gotta send this to some more people. I need some people to break down.
I feel like he accidentally skipped to the second verse, started with the second verse, and it just didn't explain anything.
Y'all can keep going. I'm gonna go look up the lyrics.
Jamal, you need to see what a storyboard. Show him about the storyboard.
Yeah, Jamal gonna have it up, and right here, this is where you knew you wasn't gonna be gay. Right. So what we need to do is connect plot point A.
There's a lot of shit in between. You gotta bridge this.
So what happened after the mom got ran over? Is it something that happened, like a traumatic event right there before? We need an inciting incident.
Don't know, but the third act, he's gonna find out he knew he wasn't gonna be gay. That's how you knew.
That we got.
We got that part. We just need a bunch of bullshit to build.
So the song is called "Die Slow."
Okay.
Oh Lord.
All right. There's a lot going on.
It's a whole nother subject now.
And that's the first line.
Okay. I always knew I wasn't gonna be gay. I had her sending pictures to my mom's phone when I was like 8. I always knew that I'd be great because my coach told me I was slow, but I was running at the fast pace.
Yeah, it really.
I don't know.
Maybe it's just a story.
Yeah, man, maybe this is just a story.
Compilation.
But before you play this, so these YouTube stories, man, you'll go down a rabbit hole. And this is another one. Like Kevin Garnett's stories is one of my favorite things. So he was talking about how players in the 90s talk trash. And when he get to Akeem Olajuwon, the funniest thing.
Talking shit, man. Mike was like, all right. Like these old school niggas they talking shit, man. Mike was like, all right. Man, that man had 40 3/4, man. Flip sub this out. We got out the game. Damn, y'all out the game. Damn, y'all out. Damn, y'all fella, you ain't talking no more. Like, nah, I ain't. You got it. Yeah, I'm done.
Mike tapped you
I'm
out.
done. I'm done. My bad. Olajuwon, another motherfucker that talk shit to you. Yeah, Olajuwon would do some shit like take his mouthpiece out and say, I'm hitting him with lateral movement. He can't do anything. Why even respond to that? Like, you hitting him with lateral movement. Yeah, King Olajuwon might hit you with some, you hitting him with lateral movement. I was like, man, I don't even know how to respond to that. Like, I don't even have nothing for that. What do you say? What do you say? What do you say when a nigga say he hitting you with lateral movement? I ain't never heard that. Right, so, yeah, Charles Barkley will fight you all. Yeah, man, what? Hey, man, you want to guard it? Come guard it. Yeah, you see when Kobe and AI was talking? Yeah, nigga, you think it's sweet? Come guard it then, nigga. Yeah.
That shit, you hit with lateral movements. Like, honestly, how do you respond to that?
I'm like, all right, Olajuwon. Yeah.
Where's Olajuwon from?
Kenya, I think. So that was a good.
And imagine if you the nigga, you hear him over saying, I'm hitting him with lateral movements. You can go back to your bench. I mean, he is. I don't know. I don't know what to do.
Is that a diss or a fact?
I was saying, well, you ain't doing it horizontal.
Hitting him with lateral movements. No, that NBA trash though. You got to because what you just got to out there.
That's another level.
Jordan, the thing that like when we watched the documentary, what was the
Last Dance?
Yeah, Last Dance. He what we always be saying is the funniest part is just like all he would say is what we would say and
then I took it personal.
And then I took it
That's
personal.
why I took it personal.
Nigga, he said hello. And
that's when I took it personal. He like Young Thug. Just random shit. And that's when I took it. Hey, Jordan, I'm about to grab some coffee. You want some? That's when I took it personal.
And I had to destroy you.
Yeah, he knew I wanted some.
you know I wanted some. Yeah.
I think
they was out there fighting though.
Yeah.
It was a different time.
And that's why I think when they talk about Jordan and LeBron, them like it's just it was a different time. Like Jordan was getting destroyed out. Like they was hurting that boy out there. He had to go put some weight on. Like they not gonna keep doing this to me.
That's why
he wasn't a small guy. He's still big, but
it's going hard.
Yeah,
that's why it's kind of bullshit what they do to them. The WNBA or not WNBA. It was the college basketball chick.
Oh yeah,
that was doing the hand gesture, and the dude called her a fucking idiot.
Yeah, like that's crazy.
They do way worse than
a piece of shit.
Yeah, a piece of shit or something like that. Like and. All she did was this and say do the ring thing, and I'm like,
they did much worse.
That is ton.
Steph Curry did the same thing when he won. He did the sleep, and then he did pointed to the.
I'm like, you can't do that no more. Or the girls can't do it.
Well, we know she got the black penalty.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, we know
that was
crazy.
That was a nigga penalty. Niggas celebrating too much.
Yeah. You're doing it to the Great White Hope.
That's what it is. They wanted it really badly. You know what I mean?
Right.
They what they Duke moment, but it wasn't happening.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Michael Jordan took things personally, like he had Young Thug backstory. Like if that was his backstory, I get why he took everything personally.
I took that personally.
And then Mike was still like talking shit at the Hall of Fame too, wasn't
he? Yeah. He was still mad.
Like, it ain't over.
He's notorious for talking shit.
He hold grudges.
That man hold grudges. He made. I remember on the documentary they asked him about one game where he destroyed this kid, and then on the documentary he admitted he was like he never really said anything to me. I just had to make it up in my mind. I had to make it up in my mind that he said something to me. Like that's why.
See, I'm gonna have to watch that later. It's a compilation of Kevin Garnett's greatest stories. There's another one I had of him talking about Scottie Pippen. That one good.
Kevin Garnett
funny.
This episode is brought to you by BetterHelp. Okay, BetterHelp is exactly what you need to get your mental right. Look, it's a lot of stuff going on in the world. All right, people are isolated. it's tongues being sucked on. It's all type of wild stuff going on out here in the world, and people's brains are everywhere. But that's why BetterHelp is here to give you the therapy that you need. And in order for you to be a better person, you need to know yourself. And what better way to know yourself than to use BetterHelp therapy? It's online therapy that is going to soothe you and make you ready and willing to bounce out in the world and do what you need to do. Deepen your understanding with yourself and use BetterHelp. So if you're thinking about starting therapy, then give BetterHelp a try. Discover your potential with BetterHelp by visiting betterhelp.com/traphouse today to get 10% off your first month. That's betterhelp.com/traphouse. What's up? Oh, Pimp My Ride. All right. So, like, just click on this right
throwback?
Here. Yeah, just click on this.
And they got those high-powered binoculars. Yeah. Guess what? We hooked you up with your own set right here in your car. Check them out.
Wow.
With these, you can see for miles and miles to come. You can even see in the future with these things.
I just want you to keep looking at exhibit in each clip. I was laughing looking at exhibit in each clip. I was like, I don't know if he is like, this is a stupid ass TV idea.
You gotta
And that dude looked like Mike Epps.
He did. like click
schleps.
Click.
And to see through them clearly, only thing you have to do is concentrate. You know when you had
And we really thought niggas was driving these around.
Oh my God.
Go to the next clip.
That's tight.
Exhibit don't want to be there.
Over 400 carats.
He hated his job, dog.
I'm not gonna lie though, I could see ADD doing this show. Like
Pimp
with
My
all
Ride.
that personality.
It's just like nobody believing it now. I don't know why we believe. We was like, damn, that's crazy what they did to them cars. Like,
Now I remember one time they put a fish bowl
yeah, like
in the glove compartment of one of the
Yeah.
things. And I was like, this is stupid.
click another of which one they got on here.
Especially in
You got your own hip hop porn.
Wow.
Because I know I'm going to break suddenly when I hear that.
With the real deal right out of this exhaust.
Damn.
What do you
never seen an exhaust do that.
I never see.
Rob,
Here's the thing. This isn't drivable. You got cars coming out.
I ain't gonna lie, that'll be a hit at a picnic.
It's not practical.
That'll be a hit at a barbecue.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, but are you going to really use it?
At a barbecue, I am. This is my time to use it.
Hold on, let me go shuffle the cars. Run to your car.
They're like, y'all ain't got cars? Hold on, I got one. Come look at this.
Yeah.
No, I ain't got time to get up. Let's play.
Here's the thing, though. It's great. It's gonna be used for one time, and they're gonna be like, all right, you're like, Rome. We tired of seeing the cars come out the exhaust.
Yeah. Who's picking this shit up?
You're right. I'm not dragging everybody outside from the party talking about, hey, y'all, come look at my tailpipe real quick.
Look at my
It's fire.
tailpipe.
Was this a Mercedes?
Let's play down here.
Yeah, she got the blinged out S on there, so I don't it just made me laugh thinking about this throwback ass show. I was like, this is
Was
this
it
is
an
funny.
insult to the producers or insult to the audience that we believe this? That they did it
it's
to
up to
us.
us.
They
We
like, they don't
stupid.
believe this.
What do you mean believe? What do you mean believe?
Yeah, we used to be
Mike,
into
don't
this
do
show
that.
back in the
Don't do that.
day.
You believe they was riding?
Yeah, I wanted to see him
Those
check out
cars
a
are
car.
real.
Yeah, they real, but
no,
they just
we know somebody that was on there. They said they would hire actors.
These are actors. Yeah.
They was actually on the episode.
No, I thought it was right.
One of their cars?
Yeah.
No. No.
It's just who's driving that shit down the street proud? You know, these cars now remind me of like Jabro jeans. They just all out of style. You don't ever want to see them back.
Yeah, what was the fuss, right?
Yeah. What's Cash at?
Oh, so have y'all heard?
We're gonna get a Jamal after this.
Yeah,
Okay.
The dude from Cash App was,
Oh,
mysteriously murdered.
And then they came out with Fed Now the next day.
All right, so Cam,
That's
let me get it.
Okay.
Because I was gonna say that.
Face, but countless people have used his brain, his technology in many ways, including, as you mentioned, James, Cash App. That's a very popular app used by people throughout the years. He developed that. He's also behind Android. Now, About 24 hours ago, let me show you video of the scene. He was in the Rincon Hill neighborhood of San Francisco when police got a call about someone being stabbed at around 2:35 in the morning. They rushed out there. They spotted him. He was still alive at that particular time. They rushed him to the hospital, but because of the severity of his injuries, he died.
So this happened, but everybody was like, it's funny it happens right at the time when the U.S. Federal Reserve banking system is launching its own cash app called FedNow. So, the conspiracy theories are out. And they're saying that it has something to do with that. And I just found it a little...
That's wild.
And this guy's explaining what FedNow
Now
is.
payment service this July. And then following that, the central bank digital coin. What does all this mean? Now, before we start, I'm going to admit, this one is hard not to land in conspiracy theory. But I'll start with what this means. With FedNow, you'll be able to transfer payments 24/7, all day, and it's going to be quick. So payments will go from your bank to FedNow, where you're purchasing from. Where I do not have an answer is why the government wants to do that. The reason I say that, this already exists in the private market, and the government doesn't have a history of seeing what's done in the private market and saying, we could do that better. They just don't do that. Now, when you talk about the CBDC and all money flowing through FedNow, I could see why, but then this is where it's hard not to go into conspiracy. The Fed just...
Yeah, I mean...
And you heard about, the countries that came together and created. What was that?
It was China, India, Saudi Arabia, who else?
Brazil?
Russia, Brazil.
Brazil.
And what's up? Is it Kenya? No.
Well, it was
somewhere in Africa too. I can't remember.
Yeah.
But yeah, they trying to come together to take down that U.S. dollar.
Yeah. So
yeah. Money getting funny out here.
Yeah. And then with those document leaks, America was saying that long-term...
move the mic to you.
With the document leaks, America was saying the long-term enemy is... not enemy, but what have you, is China.
Yeah. Because we helped build up their middle class, them and India, by outsourcing all our work over there. So now that they got the power and know, how we do things with our technology, they have the advantage.
And they got a real stronghold in Africa with all those natural resources.
Mm-hmm.
And they let them put satellites in the sky, man. These African nations and stuff.
Yeah.
China's helping them put satellites. And I'm like, this is a bad idea, man.
Yeah.
You let them access to all your information. And
one of the funniest things, this before we jump into Jamal real quick, we, 2 weeks ago, was going to dinner with Wynn. We was riding with him. Him and his girl in the car, they talked. Me and Ken in the backseat, we having a casual conversation. And Wynn was like, yeah, bro, and they were having on the news, they were talking about, there was a mothership outside of Earth, and then something, and he just kept going. And me and Ken said, hold on. What you mean? It's just sitting there? And he was like, yeah, well, that stuff, they said they didn't even talk about it. They just said it and kept moving.
Yeah.
I'm like, you don't just keep moving off
there. You can't just say something like that.
A mothership?
I said, what you mean?
It's like the Pentagon came out and talked about, we believe it's a mothership out there, but they don't be running that on the news, so you got to find it on the internet. It's all on TikTok.
Yeah, it's on
TV. It's crazy.
But it's like, you have two minds, because it's like, who's feeding us that information? And at the same time, the government has leaked papers talking about that they found aircrafts that are extraterrestrial vehicles, not made on Earth. And it's like, what? Why isn't this everywhere? Like, what are you talking about? You found a vehicle?
Yeah.
You tell me there's a Chevy on Mars?
Yeah, what is that? You found a vehicle.
Extraterrestrial vehicle.
So the mothership is supposed to be...
It's the mothership, and that all them little crafts we've been seeing is coming from
the
there.
mothership.
Coming from the mothership.
They said they believe this coming, and it could be like drones.
Yeah.
They're sending out all these the square, the triangle things we see. They see.
Jamal about to go down a wormhole later.
You about to look it up?
It's on TikTok. You got to go on TikTok.
Yeah.
Well, while he's looking it up, let's watch his trailer.
Let's watch his trailer for his movie, man. Three ways.
A black man walked up to you and hit on you in a bookstore?
Yes.
I'm Justin.
Stacy.
Is he 80?
No. He's genuinely a nice guy.
Next time, we can just bring a relief pitcher in and sit her right over there.
He just suggested a threesome, didn't he?
1, 2, 3!
It is something I've always thought I would do with someone special.
The happier you are, the freakier you are.
I think we should have a threesome.
1, 2, 3. It goes 1, 2, 3, yeah. 1, 2, 3.
What are the odds that we ran into each other?
To a wonderful night.
Hey!
She is a high school friend. 1, 2, 3. This is your fantasy.
Don't get jealous, Stacy. This is your fantasy.
I'm nervous as hell.
It's most important is you make sure they're both comfortable. Sex is an afterthought.
Biggest chance you can take is being yourself.
1, 2, 3. The threesome you seen the movie with.
I'm ready.
She's just a dressing.
And you're the turkey. Enjoy the stuffing.
Goodbye.
1, 2, 3.
Good trailer music.
Yeah, good trailer music.
Good trailer, solid movie.
Yeah,
when you playing that, it makes me think of that movie because I could tell who was on Demon Time off top.
Just
watching.
What you mean? What you mean?
Who was on? One of the ladies out the kid. I don't want to give away too much of the story, but I knew they were like, oh, she's some trouble.
Yeah. So that is the trailer for 3 Ways. Jamal had to take a quick break real quick, but we back. And
did Rick Ross go to the bathroom and didn't come back?
Yeah,
he didn't come back.
If
you would have just dipped right now, that would have been the funniest. This thing just left.
We wouldn't even took that person. We were like, that's phenomenal.
Yeah. Phenomenal.
Take it as it is, bro.
I think we got enough.
But yeah, so we just showed the trailer.
It brings up so much emotions when I'm the frustrations of some of it.
Yeah. Like it's such a conversational piece.
Let's just start from the top.
Yeah. So
well, how did you? How did this all come up with?
Did you write this?
I wrote it, man. Wrote it, directed it. Was one of the producers. Shout out to Jalil Ghaffar, my other producer, and Rebecca Hayes, my other producer.
Nice.
Shout out to Anscape. You know what I mean?
How long was the process and like what got you? Because I know doing laugh tracks was a boost. I'm assuming to career wise and everything. So was it? I got a movie idea off top and let's go pitch or what?
Well, okay. So you got to keep it moving.
Right,
you know what I mean? So
right.
all these, they're just jobs.
Right.
You know what I mean? The jobs come and they go. You know what I mean? Like the money only lasts so long. You got to keep going. So you did that and kept it going. But there's always movies. We had done a movie back in 2009, a no budget, Nobody Smiling, and then so we're always gonna do another movie, right? So I had another script, the script that we're gonna do this year, and we were trying to get money for that. You know what I mean? It's like $1 million budget we needed, getting great responses, but couldn't really get it going. You know what I mean? Was really trying to trying to get that money. So then it came to now, what's up? Got to shoot a movie. I'm ready to do something. So I just looked at the resources I had first and foremost. You know what I mean? I had this idea or whatnot. So it was like, okay, I can do this. It can be more like a chamber piece, meaning, you know what I mean? It can just be like a few characters, minimal locations. You know what I mean? I use the locations that I have access to. And it was time to really get on the phone, call all my Morehouse bros, all my Clark people, and really ask people for help, man. And we raised it like, me and Jalil, we raised this money, $5 at a time. $500, so it took me the writing process was like maybe like two to 3 months.
Okay.
Then after that it was like raising the money, which probably raised the money. It took about a year. And after that we shot. You know
That's
what I mean?
amazing, man.
Yeah.
That's amazing. A lot of people don't understand that. That's like oftentimes out here, most people, most creators, directors and stuff like that, it's no big corporation just handing you a check and be like, here, go make this movie.
They're not.
Most of us have to go and ask people. You got to have financiers and all this stuff to actually make something. So, and I know that's a tough load to go ask people and to have confidence that you can pay them back.
Yeah,
some type of
man, paid everybody back with a profit.
Beautiful.
And here's the thing too, like when you do it yourself, you get that ownership. I'm so glad that we did it this way, as opposed to someone else paying for it and they just giving me a check to write and direct.
Right.
The producing is where it's at. I mean, to own the content, to make the deal.
That's fantastic.
And to get what you deserve from the deal, at least most of it. You know what I mean? Like, is where it's at. Like, you write it, that's cool. You direct it, that's cool. But they only want to talk to the producer.
So when you was done filming it, how long did it take for you to finish the whole post and then get it out to the public? So I'm assuming you went to different places before Hulu picked it up.
Yeah. So we filmed it. What did we film? Like 2021. You know what I mean? Like 14 days. Then like in June. Then went right to editing. You know what I mean? like I cut it like for the most part, and then Rebecca she'll cut too. So Rebecca do some great scenes. Rebecca's like, you know, if I'm not doing it, then she's doing it. You know what I mean? So then we cut it, and I think I got a rough cut in to ABFF.
Okay.
You know, and they accepted it. Martha's Vineyard accepted it, and then it was just from then it was like, you know, I chose most of the music. You know, as far as the needle drops, you know, I had a temp score when we got into to ABFF, but then I was able to get the wonderful composer Emily Sankofa.
Nice.
You know, and we were able to work it out, and she did the score, and that made it ready for ABFF. I want to say though, shout out to my talented cast.
Yeah.
You know, the wonderful Andrea Lewis.
Yeah.
You know, the incomparable Brittany S. Hall.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
You'll notice her off top.
The super charming, super talented Jarrell O'Neal.
He did his thing.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
You know what I mean? Legendary Takara Jones in the house.
Nice.
You know what I mean? And
he played the friend.
Who, Jarrell O'Neal?
Takara. Who played the friend?
Takara was Ebony.
Okay.
Shout out to my casting director, Zora DeHorter, one of the first people that came on. You know what I mean? And also want to shout out to our sales rep / EP from Flourishing Films, Ifuru Flowers. You know,
nice.
We're talking about Ronan Lee, right? Ronan Lee was a friend.
Yeah.
And then you got to give David Raybon, who was who was the
older man.
The older man.
Oh yeah.
He was great.
He was hilarious.
He was funny.
And then the wonderful Lawrence Robinson.
Yeah,
was awesome. Played Dante.
All right,
such a pleasure to work with.
I want to know. Obviously, this is a true story for you.
Yo, let me tell you something. It was inspired by true events, man.
Oh,
you know what
man.
I mean? Inspired by true events, and what it does though.
For the people that don't know, we just saw the trailer, but the movie is literally about having three-way.
Yeah.
You know, and look at the separate characters that are having it. So it's very, it's a great group movie watch and conversation style.
For sure.
You know, characters and what they're going through, and their goals, and you know, and what they seem to be after, and
three-way is more of a metaphor. I mean, it means more than just the sex too. Honestly,
yeah, the way the story's told, you know, you get different perspectives, and there are a number of three-way relationships in the movie, like whether you know what I mean. It's just like, you know, Brittany has a kind of a three-way relationship. You know, Jarrell's a three-way. You know, even Andrea's character, Stacy, she seems to still be messing with Dante a little bit if he calls. And everyone seems to be non-monogamous in their own way. However they seem to justify it.
One foot in,
and that's the way I would look. I looked at it like Emmanuel said, because I'm like, obviously three-way because of threesome, but you told each character's story. So it's three different stories. So that's why I said, okay, that's why he called it three-way. And we got all their perspectives. But I wanted to take it back again before we get into the film. What was the process of getting it on Hulu? Or was that the first place it came out on, or was it somewhere else first?
You know what's funny? And the same thing with Laugh Tracks. It almost seems like the first place is where you end up. You know, you go to, and then you do your little shopping around. So it was Anscape. So what happened was we screened it at ABFF. I mean, it was just fucking fantastic.
I know at ABFF that was great.
Shout out to Jeff and Nicole Friday for seeing what a lot of people see in the movie.
Nice.
Being the first ones to jump on.
Yeah.
And you know, and then shout out to everyone from Martha's Vineyard too.
That's from ABFF?
American Black Film Festivals.
Yeah.
It's owned and operated by husband and wife, Nicole and Jeff Friday.
Nice.
Yeah, and so it's screened there. It's just a wonderful festival in Miami. I really recommend anyone going down there. We'll be going down there screening it this year, June 15th, for like a full circle thing.
Right.
It's just a wonderful film festival.
Nice.
So yeah. And they're champions of the movie. So it played there. I mean, it played so well. And the true story is just what happened was there was a young lady there by the name of Angela Augustus who works for Anscape. Anscape is a black-run company, or owned company that's owned by Disney.
Oh,
you know, but they're Anscape.
Yeah,
They're called Anscape. Yeah, wonderful people. Shout out to Raina Kelly. You know, shout out to Jason Edu. my people over there.
See how many people you got to work with when you put a movie together?
Yeah,
you got 300 more names you got shot out.
And for things like this too, man, just say it takes 1,000, and it's same with laugh tracks. It takes 100 yeses and just one no.
Right.
You know what I mean? And but what you do, man, is you make shit.
Or did you mean 100 no's and one yes?
No, 100 yeses. Like 100 people have to say yes.
Oh,
they have to say yes, but they have to say yes.
This department, that department.
They have to say yes. They have to say yes. But if one of these motherfuckers say no, just one, then it's dead. But just one person can't say yes. They got to keep running it up.
Yeah,
they got to run it up to the motherfucker at the top. Say, okay, my wife says it's good.
Right.
Now that motherfucker to go all the way up, man. It's to be where it's at. It's got to go all the way up.
Yeah.
It's only so many slots. That's why I'm grateful. It's only so many slots in this motherfucker.
It is.
Right.
So the lady from Anscape helped you get to.
So the lady from Anscape, basically, she gave me her card. Was like, Angela, lady from London, sister.
Yeah.
Loved the movie. Gave me her card. When you meet a lot of people. People handshaking and stuff. Met Robbie Reed, and it was great. But she gave me her card. Yeah, loved the movie, and it started the conversation. And so it's funny. It's you hear a story. It's like, so I'm having lunch with Raina Kelly's the CEO of Anscape. Anscape was formerly Undefeated. And Jason Dedeaux, they're the top up there.
Okay.
Per this right now, and then we have hopefully for many years to come. And then Angela Gus's, we are having a meeting in at some great fucking restaurant out here in the valley or whatnot.
Oh yeah, them restaurant meetings.
Yeah, the conversation is like, we love this movie, but we want to reshoot it for $5 million. You know what I mean?
Oh.
With a new cast.
Damn.
And I'm like, nah. I mean, it's not even. I'm like, nah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
That's a predicament to be in. Like a real.
But it was always not. It was always nah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was always nah, because I mean it's nice. You might tell somebody like, "What do you think?" But what you made, that's it. You know what I mean? And it's for a number of reasons, because you got the perfect cast at the perfect time. You know what I mean? It's the script and all that. Yeah, you're not going to recreate this shit. Then you're going to make it nigga light. You know what I mean? And all that. See, the thing is, why people love it is because we made it for the people.
Yeah, it's real.
Like, it's not nigga light and nothing. And we weren't even trying to get where we're at. And that's why we're so grateful. And that's why it's there, because of authenticity. And everyone can smell the authenticity. White, black, no matter what, you can tell when you seeing something. You can tell when you see that nigga light shit. You know what I mean? It's like, nah, man. It's like, so it's like, that in itself, like, we was just trying to make something for real. Like, those characters and all those people, like, I know those people. Like, that's why it's not silly. But so like they was like, they went to a fight, but I was like telling them, I was like, what we have here is we got lightning in a bottle. You know what I mean? It's Andrea, Jarrell, and Brittany. It's that's why the movie's good. You don't recast that. You know what I mean? That you can't. It won't be good. And then also, if I do that, then I'm a filmmaker where you can work with me, but then I might recast your movie. So why even bother? You know what I mean? It's just
your branding to the people that you're gonna hire is gonna look bad.
It's not good business, man. One check is not enough, man.
Right.
It's not gonna be. It's not. You got to keep going. So it was always nah. I
respect that. I heavily respect that, because you want to take care of your people, absolutely. But it makes you think of what greats have done that in the past, took the money and succeeded. And was it worth it? So,
and then who are you? And then, but but thing is this, like, but shout out to Anscape, and I just want to say this because they're great partners and stuff, and they were really good, really collaborative. I just want to be clear, but this is, I'm going to try to know what happened from a creative journey. So we're in this meeting, right? And I'm just telling them, like, it's light in the bottle. You don't want to, we can do things like, if you guys want to reshoot something, we could probably do a series and this and that. And they're like, the idea is attractive, but they're a young company and whatnot. I don't know if they want to do that at the time. Like, this is a year ago we had this conversation, I think. But so we're having this meeting and we're there for like a couple hours. It was great. You know what I mean? It's like damn near 3 hours. Like, I'm ready to go. We're ordering dessert and whatnot. And, we all made some good points to think about. And these two women come up to the table, these two black women, and they're like, hey. And, you think, it's like, they're like, hey, it's nice to see another black people in an establishment like this or whatnot. But they're like, hey, we don't want to disturb you guys, but we just really want to say, and they looked at me and said that we loved your movie, The Threesome at ABFF Jamal.
Wow.
And the ladies looked at me and they were like, did you plant them here? And I was like, I absolutely did. You know what I mean? But it's like, that's something to think about. You know what I mean? So like, not only did these two women, like in their 30s, beautiful, and one of them was an executive too, not only did they see us there, but they approached us.
Yeah.
And comment on the movie. Well, I'm telling these motherfuckers, my people, that we don't want to redo this. You know what I mean? So there was something like, and then we just kept going. So we just kept moving. We're doing screenings. You know, we had interest from Showtime. We had interest from Tubi. We got I think HBO watched it all the way through, but they weren't. I don't think they're interested. A lot of the gravitas media, a lot of these distributors had interest. I did say Showtime. I don't think that's true. I think Stars, but Showtime watched it. BT Plus was on it for a while, all black, and it might have been one other place, but Anscape just ended up being. We kept coming around,
right?
Where it just ended up being the right place, and ended up being like just a great collaboration. Right. You know what I mean? And we got it. We got it in, man, and we delivered this movie, and it's up to the people now. And I think it's getting that slow buzz where it's just going to keep growing. And then the best thing to do for an old movie to get it big is to make another one.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah.
And it just premiered this year, right?
Yeah, it just came out February 10th.
So that means you shot it in 21 and it didn't come out until 23. That's how long it takes sometimes.
Yeah,
even longer sometimes. That was pretty quick.
Yeah, and that was pretty quick. Yeah. Exactly, because we're doing the festival. It's like in college in 2022, so we're negotiating all that. So basically, the deal is it's happening in 2022.
Yeah.
And then and then it's like, okay, now when are we dropping this nigga? Like, what's the slate? Now you're on a slate. And then trying to figure out, do we drop it in March? Do we drop it in February? Let's drop it in Black History Month with a little bit of Valentine's Day. You know what I mean?
Perfect time for a three-way.
Yeah, exactly. For a black three-way.
Right.
So how did it end up performing on Hulu? What was the numbers?
I don't have any numbers or anything like that. I'm not privy to any of that.
But you getting fan response.
But the response, like, because Twitter's gonna let you know.
Oh yeah.
The comment section's gonna let you know.
Yeah.
And they love it, man.
That's
like
awesome.
you can just type in. Sometimes I'll just type in I'll hashtag it on Twitter, or I'll just type in three-way on Hulu, and you can just see like because they'll let you know.
Nice.
Yeah.
How many from a writing standpoint? How many rewrites did you do?
I don't know if I did a lot of rewrites, man. I mean,
because it's already coming from you. It was
but still, I believe in rewriting. Yeah. So I'll write, and I'll rewrite it, and I'll think about it all the time. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
So I'm always thinking about it, and I'm always what about this? I'm always calling people. I'll call people like, yo, what do you think about this? They'll give me an idea. Then I'll call somebody else like, what do you think about this idea? And they'll give me an idea. I say, okay, what do you think about this? And I'll say, hey, idea. You know what I mean? That's how I write. I'll keep taking y'all niggas' ideas and going like this, like,
collaborative.
Yeah, like cool.
Yeah.
All right, that work. Just every time next scene. I just
are you a phone writer? Like putting notes in your phone?
No.
Do you write?
I'll probably like write it down. I don't put notes in my phone.
Okay.
Maybe some voice. I do believe in like remembering, writing down. Like you gotta, that's so important. So write down and try to knock out like a scene a day.
Right.
You know what I mean? I try to, when I get to page 60, I'm trying to wrap it up. I like to finish a script under 100 pages.
Okay. Yeah.
Like I like to be like 98 pages is like my number. 95, 98.
Right.
So how many like shows and movies did you do before you got this break? Because usually it takes work before you get to this point.
Yeah, we did a little college thing. Then we shot a movie in like 2009 that just did like the a couple black film festivals, but it didn't get picked up or nothing. But it was a good movie. Then we did I worked with Black and Sexy TV. We did like with the writer. They did a series called Rider that me and Rebecca, we wrote and directed on.
Oh, nice.
And then we did started doing the laugh tracks, and we started going viral first, like on World Star and Facebook.
That's great.
Yeah, so we was working.
World Star helped us out too.
Yeah.
They'll boost up.
Yeah, they'll boost your shit up. Yeah, and then and Carlos and shout out to Carlos Cusas, Carlos and Bob Sumner. Shout out to Bob Sumner, and shout out to Laugh Mob. They had a good relationship with World Star at the time that allowed us to get on that front page.
Nice.
So you get on that front page, it was good. But then so we did that. And then what? Then Mike, Mike, we were doing the ones we were doing the laugh tracks. So then it kind of once I got to 2015, I felt like we started working. So then we were doing the Laugh Mob shit, and then we were doing. Then we got to Rachel Drash Late Night Snack, and then you were on a good one with when you would hide in your phone and shit. Remember that? Like you walked in the closet I don't know if you remember
with
that.
Gigi.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah.
So we did late night track.
That was like the first time we started shooting a season for real.
Yeah, and that was on True TV because first we would have the segments like kind of like The Simpsons were on Tracy Ullman's show. They give us one.
Wow.
And then
How long?
It was 3 minutes. We
3
just had
minutes?
like one joke.
Yeah.
They do one joke, be a bunch of different other like sketch shows, and then it was a hodgepodge, and we get our little shit. And then we end up doing a pilot. Got picked up, the American Dream, that whole thing. They were like, hey, this is popular. People were like, let's do a pilot. They let's figure it out. Now, then
1,000 different people start coming.
There's 1,000 different ideas, but you get blamed for all of them. But you're not really the ideas. You just have to do them. The notes. So it's a collaboration.
Yeah.
So it was that show. And
can you explain how much of you do you need to like inject yourself into the room as a director? Like, I know like a situation like that when some stuff is starting to grow now. Like, how do you play your position in terms of like, yo, it's time for me to lead. Everybody needs to shut up right now, or I got to take this for now. I got to deal with whatever notes they get, whatever.
I think two things. One, you can figure out where you at in the pecking order, and what you want. You know what I mean? Like if you're doing a Marvel thing, you're not. You're just an employee.
Yeah,
definitely. And it's mostly yes sir, right? But you took the job, right? Yeah. But if you're doing your movie, like if it's a Dormtainment film, y'all checking it from top to bottom, right? And you're being respectful to everybody. You know what I mean? But you're checking it. So I like to, and I like that taste. Like this was like this movie was like I produced this movie, and it's like. I don't want to go back.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I want to, from top to bottom, I want to see
your hands all
everything. And
over.
I like to make it. And then what you want to do is you can say like, look, we can make this movie. We can deliver it to you. You know what I mean? Just give us the budget. We have a great partnership. And we'll make this money. And then it's like, okay, we believe in your brand because they just want to go to lunch anyway. Because like you got this.
Go to lunch.
Yeah, they want to be in the corporate office. Like,
trust you.
Do you got this, Rome? Cool. All right. Well, how you would probably have someone come to set. All right, Rome's got it. We guys want to eat today. Right. I don't want to do all that shit. Yeah. And then if there's a problem, like, let's get somebody where there's no problem.
Right. Yeah.
We just want no problem. Can you handle it? Where nothing comes back to us.
Yeah.
That's all they want.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like.
That's dope.
Yeah, that's where we want to be. So that's the beautiful thing about doing it ourselves. It's like, okay, now we can put. I want to pitch us as like we want to do this next movie ourselves. And just know that they can handle it.
Right. And it's under your production company, everything. Because you garnish power kind of from this movie.
Yeah.
Now you can take that over to the next one and be like, all right,
and
I demand a little more, I guess.
Well, what's not who it is it's all independent. So you get your independent financer.
That's right.
That's what I'm doing.
Right.
Like so what I'm trying to do is I want to get my independent financer, make the movie, then go out and shop it.
Right.
Is ideally, and then what you want to do is probably have a relationship where a company says, hey, come in this office right here, Universal or something. Make your movies here. You know what I mean?
So you
don't have to shop them no more.
Refusal type of thing.
Yeah.
Okay, got you.
And maybe here's some fat check, an 8-figure check just to stay around, and let us look at it first.
Right.
Because you're so money.
It's like what Warner Bros. Or somebody did the J.J. Abrams or something.
Yeah, they do all of them. Or is it Ryan Johnson? You want to, if they know you're going to do it anyway.
Yeah.
Right? Like what we doing, if you're going to do it anyway. They want you to come to the office, I think, and need that money. But if you don't need it, it's like, what the fuck are they doing over there?
Right.
And that's kind of like where we want to be. I think it's more attractive. I think you're more respected that way. Okay, they got some independent capital over there. Yeah,
and I wonder too, like, so even being independent though, and moving like that and selling it, do those companies eventually come to you and say, hey, before you make the movie, we'll pay you?
I would hope so. Right. Maybe we'll see.
Like, will Hulu come again now and be like, hey, you don't have to do it on your own? Or would you say, nah, I still want to get my independent finance?
It just depends how the deal look. But at this point, like if I have someone, if you have someone that's willing to finance, like you don't want to, you keep that relationship.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, because they'll be there, hopefully, but if not, like this person, like if you can have a relationship where you got someone with some means that's ready to pour money into your stuff, and you guys have a relationship where you're making money, like how can you beat that? Because all these other companies, what they're doing is they're going to like equity, they're getting equity loans or they're getting equity partnerships. Anyway, someone's pumping in like $300 million into their company or some equity shit. They take a nice little cut for themselves, but then they have to put out a certain amount of films, right?
Right.
It's the same kind of idea. So it's like you want to get there. but however you're going to get there.
Right.
Because once you go studio, if you're starting with the studio, then you're getting a lot of notes.
Yeah.
You're getting a lot of your shit's nigga light from the jump.
Yeah.
Nigga
Oh,
light.
absolutely.
It's nigga light from the jump.
Light from the jump.
We got about 32 niggas you got to take out of that script. The word being
add this friend. And it's
biracial. This friend.
Yeah, all that. It's gonna be really different.
Right.
You know, they're gonna make it where nobody wants to see it.
I mean, as people, we've done our stuff like independently for the most part. We've worked with like the Comedy Centrals and stuff too, but and we know we love we know what we can produce on our own, but at the same time, it's like, you know, with our film that we've been writing for a while now, it's like, I guess just looking at what you did is inspiring. You know, like we could go after just the financiers. You don't have to wait. And that's the biggest thing I hate is waiting on others for to give a green light or some shit.
You're gonna get it's not gonna be. Think about everyone you look up to, and think about their first project. The ones that you look at. Think about how was their first project? It wasn't in the system.
No,
it wasn't. Not
Spike Lee, Do the Right Thing.
Anybody, even your comedian ones you like, just it's not done like that. Not to get the voice out there, like. This is the only way I could get this movie out. Like, you think these niggas gonna let me do a 7-minute sex scene, my nigga?
Yeah, right.
I got a 7-minute sex scene on Hulu. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
Hey, y'all need to watch that shit, man. It's like an action scene. You know what I'm saying? A 7-minute action.
It is.
Fucking scene. It's great.
you know, that's part now I can go there now. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, what's he doing?
Yeah.
Like, all right.
Right. And did you know we gotta go back into does this story share your real life? We're gonna go into that for a second. You gotta ask that. But for the matter of fact, let's just go into it. So tell us. What how did the threesome what did you pull from real life and what did you?
You know, it was like it was an evening that I had, you know what I mean? And it's really just the people that I met. But I mean, one thing I noticed.
Just an evening I had. Just an evening I had.
But one thing I noticed though, it was like at one point, like people would go to the bathroom. Like also go to the bathroom, and it felt like people were going to the bathroom to recharge or something, or pump themselves something to come back out.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I thought that was interesting.
Talking in the mirror.
And I thought that like the Stacy character was a friend of mine, and I felt like it'd be good to go through from her point of view because it almost seemed like she was down but reluctant. You know what I mean? But doing it anyway. So I told her afterwards, you know, that I thought she should do it, and as a short, but then I feel like she wasn't. So I was like, let me do it myself. You know, then so it started with her point of view, thinking like a Rosemary's Baby type thing. But then you start thinking like, you know what, I can flip these perspectives. You know, keep going. You know what I mean? And it was like, and that's we did.
That's cool.
Yeah. Then like the inspiration of the characters came from like the way they were.
That's fire.
Yeah.
Did you find like the threesome like thing as an awkward? Because in the movie there's obviously awkward moments because it's new to kind of all of them in some way, shape, or form. But it's like, is that real life too? I would expect. I haven't had a threesome yet, but you know, I'm praying.
But
I'm praying.
I'm praying. Yeah, but is it? I would figure there'd be some awkward situations like going in the bathroom and like, okay, come on, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I just thought that like, you know, just kind of following logically how you felt like they would go. You know, you just stay with the characters, you stay in their mind.
Yeah.
And it's almost like that's how possibly they feeling. Like then it becomes like, you know, like it's like a boxing match almost. Like they were like these people going at it, then he's kind of just like in his own world, like, you know what I mean? So.
I think it's only awkward if the two girls aren't really into girls and they just doing it to try it. That's when it's awkward.
If it's so essentially if it's like anybody's first time.
Like my first one, I looked up because the two girls were bisexual.
Okay, so they had that experience.
So I said, all right, that's even better for me.
He said I loved
No, I did. No, because a lot of people's stories don't go like that.
It gave you some rest time.
Yeah, I was like, all right, this is good. Because if two girls don't really like girls, I mean, they might find girls attractive or something. It might be like, I don't know, but if they already like girls, then it's like.
And then I assume you gotta get them comfortable, so y'all drink.
You gotta them. Yeah,
it's a whole day thing. I feel
it's a
like.
It's
a whole day thing. You gotta have your water bottle
early evening.
And then one come over first, and you had to warm up.
Yeah. One came over first, and then we all went to dinner, and then we all like it was like cool.
That was his favorite meal he ever paid.
Yeah, absolutely.
I got this.
Swipe it. Swipe it.
She like, you want dessert? No.
Swipe it.
No dessert.
But that was a frustrating thing too, because it's so real that you do have those characters like Andrea's character, who's kind of like on the fence and kind of like, and you just like, as a man at least, come on, would you just do this
But
thing?
that's what he did a good job setting up why she was doing it from the first scene. Very first scene gave her all the ammo while she trying to do this.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it was
very
great.
entertaining.
Shout out to the Stacy character.
While we talk about, I want to do this because I want to get out here before dangerous positions, Mike. I think is yeah. So man breaks penis performing world's most dangerous sex
I still don't
position.
understand how you break your penis. That seems like
What's the most dangerous position?
Reverse cowgirl is what they're saying. So click over.
Really?
So Indonesian man had to undergo emergency surgery after fracturing his penis while performing a notoriously risky sex position, which left him with eggplant phallus.
It's not a cool down on that.
Yeah. The freak accident occurred while the unnamed 37-year-old man was reportedly having intercourse in the reverse cowgirl position, in which the woman is on top facing away from her partner. Click the next slide. And then it says, this is the world's most dangerous pleasure pose, responsible for a whopping 50% of fractures.
Oh my goodness.
Lo and behold, things went south after the man suddenly heard a loud crack, followed by pain, discomfort, and immediate loss of erection. The patient began bleeding out of the tip of his penis.
Oh no!
And found himself unable to urinate.
Queasy.
Press it.
Y'all finished or y'all done?
Press it one more time, Mike. We'll finish it up. Realizing something had gone horribly awry, the frightened fellow reported to General Hospital of West. There. By that time, his penis had swollen and turned deep purple in a condition known in medical press as
broke dick.
Eggplant deformity. A telltale sign of break per the study. While the penis is technically boneless, the word fracture is used to describe a tear in the tunica or something. The tissue that allows the penis to become enlarged and erect.
That's tough business.
So what it is, but that's why I think you gotta hold the cheeks. You can't just let her get up there going crazy.
Girl, wait, let me say this.
You know?
Let me say this. I had a bad experience.
Okay.
Not as bad as him.
Not as bad as him.
Yeah, no, not as bad as him.
But
definitely not.
That's tough, man.
You gotta trust somebody with your penis.
Oh, for sure.
Because a lot of these girls don't know what the fuck they doing.
It's tough.
They don't know what the fuck they doing with your penis, dog.
That's scary.
The way they grab your shit hard. The way they stroke it, like, bitch.
And what if they know how to,
this man, that really touched him.
I would say I do appreciate a firm grip, ladies.
I do too.
Yeah, don't deter from a firm grip.
I do too.
Hey, light on the balls, heavy on the dick. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. A lot of these girls be grabbing your dick like it's a gun or something.
Yeah.
Like, hey,
it's not a jackpot slot machine.
Right.
That's why I seen this girl recently. She did an interview. I kind of agree with she like. Partners, like before y'all have sex, watch each other masturbate so you know how to pleasure that person. So she was describing like if a dude, when he's about to ejaculate, where does he stroke? Does he go fast or slow? Does he do the tip or the shaft? And she was like, so when you pleasuring him, and he getting close, you know what he like.
Yeah, I saw that.
Same thing with the girl. So it's like
I usually just ask. That's why I ask questions. I like usually my best sex comes on. What do you like?
Yeah, that helps.
It's just simple.
It definitely
But
helps.
I had someone tell, because I was telling this girl, because y'all know I'm not a advocate for head,
which is insane.
Yeah, it's insane.
I think head. I think head is a part of the game, but let's get to the main point.
That's
here,
crazy,
right? But I was telling
Jamal said, "Huh."
I was telling this girl this, and she goes, "Oh, because you ain't had my head." And I said, "Well, you could just listen to me and do it the way I like.
You could just listen to me."
She said, "No,
That's facts.
I'm gonna do it the way I do it, and you gonna like it." I said, "See, this is the problem."
That is the problem.
But it's true. It's people like it's girls who don't like head either. So
yeah, for sure.
That's very true.
It's not that I don't like head. I just don't. I think it's a little overrated.
Nah.
That's crazy.
See, that's where
you get the mechanics in it all.
Now something wrong with your head now.
There is a good head and bad head.
That's when I agree with the girl again.
But yeah, that's painful, man. You can't just let her get up there and be doing. Sometimes you gotta watch what you.
But I also think any dangerous position is a position you ain't strong enough to do. You trying to pick up girls and throw out your bag. Or things you ain't stuff that you ain't got the stamina to do.
Yeah. You might not have enough dick. You might not have enough dick for some position. You gotta.
I was telling Rome that the other day, right? I was like, that side position that'll get you. That side position let you know.
That'll get you.
I can't get in there. I can't reach.
So that's a dangerous. That's a dangerous position for you.
And it's the amount of thickness you got. If you gotta lift up a lot of cheek,
it ain't dangerous when I'm gonna get physically hurt.
Yeah, but it's just
but I'm just saying. Yeah, you ain't physically, but that's a dangerous for your performance.
Confidence wise, I'm not going.
So like, if you ain't strong enough to be picking up a girl, don't be doing that. Especially if you got a weak back, you ain't got a weak. You ain't got a strong core.
But that side is good for morning time, Mike. That's good morning time side.
I know, but sometimes, especially when they thick, sometimes you be like, where is the
wait.
But do you mean both of y'all on your side, or you mean she just on her side?
No, both.
Okay, the morning.
Yeah.
As you down there searching, like, what's going on? You tapping up?
Yeah. You realize you gotta go below. Like, her head gotta be here. You gotta come down.
I ain't gonna lie. Out of tabs.
Slide up. Yeah, slide up a little bit.
So you kissing her mid back, and that's where your head is.
Imagine kissing her back.
Because it depends on how tall is she, how like short is like.
That side position get tricky, man. That really reveal who you are.
Well, I tell you, I don't like that position. You got to know geometry for that position.
You got to know who you are.
But I think, go back to this story, I think.
And you got to have the right bed, too. Your bed too soft, you ain't going to that ain't a good position.
I think girls need to show certificates of what they've done and what they're certified in before they ride or do something.
Gotcha, yeah.
Wait, you got your hair certificate? Let me see it.
Yeah, let me see it. Okay, cool.
You got your reverse cowgirl certificate?
Check some boxes off.
Yeah, I can see how that could get crazy because, she could go to wild. You be like, hey,
you're talking about mad.
Mad is another,
Ain't no, it's okay. Nah,
nah.
You ain't gonna be worried about the apology right there.
Not
you
right
gonna be in so much pain.
No, but I'm saying,
the
the first thing she gonna say, oh, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna be, ain't gonna be like, nah, it's okay, ma, it's okay. Nah, it's gonna be like, what the?
Because when she tells her friend, they gonna laugh.
Yeah.
And then what's your recovery rate? How's that work?
Oh, Lord.
You can't pee?
Oh, my, see?
And
I need to do that.
Every time?
They gonna give you probably a bag. Give you that bag.
Oh, no.
Broken urethra.
Oh,
and the crazy thing is, what if she's a vindictive woman and knows that position will break your
no.
dick?
Oh, man.
And she just fucking, I'll give you some, come over and throw it back and pow! And then you like, and you like, oh, what happened? And she just knows.
Didn't this happen to Dennis Rodman twice? I know it happened at least once, but did it happen twice?
Yeah, he happened twice for him. He a wild boy.
And when it heals, does it, now is it crooked or something now?
That might help you out. That might help you out in the long run.
Get that side position better.
Get that side position. You be like, baby, I'm back. You throw that thing in there.
Or you may tell the doctor, like, all right, like, doctor, it's broke. Usually when y'all trying to make someone taller, you break the bone.
Yeah.
Like, just make it longer.
Yeah, make it longer, dog.
Make it longer.
Got a wall scraper.
Like, give me some extra. Let it heal in place and let it be longer.
Oh man, I just had to share that. But Jamal, so you're currently working on something new.
Can you talk about it?
Can you talk about it before we get out of here? If you can talk. If not, then you can hold it.
Yeah, a little dark comedy. I'm gonna hold it for a second. But,
Okay.
But yeah, we're a little dark comedy. I think it's gonna be good. I think you're gonna like a lot of twists and turns. You know what I mean?
Nice.
I'll tell you about it off the.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
I'll come back to really.
Okay, bad.
Do you read scripts yourself, or is it all just I don't want?
I read them like. I read scripts like to learn or to like entertainment, but I haven't lately read scripts to like produce lately. But I mean, as far as like helping somebody out reading but I like right now I'm trying to get my writer and director on. You know what I mean? Because I can make money as a brand.
Exactly.
Yeah. But like for jobs and shit, I'd read it. I'd write a script and things like that.
Nice.
Okay. I kind of want to.
And script writing comes easy to you, like just
it's hard work.
Oh right, of course, for sure.
It's really hard work, but it's like it's a passion. You know what I mean? I enjoy it. You know what I mean? I like it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I want to be better at it.
Bet. Well, appreciate you coming through, my boy. Appreciate you.
Great.
Let the people know where they can find you. What they.
I just say 3 Ways now streaming on Hulu, man. Check out 3 Ways streaming on Hulu, man.
There you go.
Beautiful, man. Thank you.
Check that out.
Thank you.
Great movie.
man.
Great guest.
Shout out to Dormtainment, man.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Genius, man.
And y'all make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share, all the good stuff.
Follow us on IG.
Yeah, IGCTH Podcast, Twitter, Facebook, Comedy Trap House, YouTube, Comedy Trap House. And we'll see you guys next week. Peace.
Yep.